Welcome back to the Reading Corner with Mrs. G. For more great stories, subscribe here. And if you enjoy Arthur, the Aardvark stories, we have several of those, including the one we're doing today, Arthur's Hiccups. We also have Arthur and the School Pet. It's kind of about DW and the school pet. She brings the gerbil home from school. Arthur's Lost Puppy, and Arthur Gets Lost in Lost and Found. All right. Have you ever had the hiccups? What do you do to get rid of the hiccups? Some people say, well, if you get scared, you might get the hiccups. Or when I was little, I remember my older sister, used to drink some water and hang her head over the chair. It was quite uncomfortable. I tried it and I couldn't quite do it. And then I read in an article that you take a teaspoon of sugar to get rid of the hiccups. And actually, I have found if it's really severe, then that works for me. I don't do that very often, though. I know that when I get the hiccups, it seems like I have them all day long. Well, let's see what happens with Arthur when he gets the hiccups in Arthur's Hiccups by Marc Brown. "Don't eat your cake so fast," said Arthur's mother. "You'll get the—" "Hic," said Arthur. "Hic, hic." DW giggled. "Arthur's got the hiccups. Arthur's got the hiccups," she laughed. "It's not hic funny," said Arthur. "Hic, hic." "Drink a glass of water," said his mother. So he did. But still, he had the hiccups. "Hold your breath and count to 20, said his father. So he did. But still, he had the hiccups. Hic, hic. "I know how to get rid of your hiccups," said DW. "I don't need your help," said Arthur. "My friend the brain will no." Arthur ran to the telephone and called the brain. Hic, hic. "Hiccups can be very serious," the brain told Arthur. "I read in my book of records about an old man who had hiccups for 3 years. 3 years, said Arthur. "Wow, what happened to him?" "He died," said the brain. Hic, hic, hic. "But don't worry," said the brain. "You can get rid of them by standing on your head for 5 minutes. So Arthur stood on his head, but every time he hiccuped, he fell over. "This is more fun than television," laughed DW. "Maybe Buster can help," said Arthur. Hic, hic. Buster came right away to Arthur's house. He brought his big joke book. "A good laugh can cure anything," said Buster. "Here's a funny one. What's smaller than an elephant, more annoying than a mosquito, and never goes away?" What's smaller than an elephant, more annoying than a mosquito, and never goes away? "I don't know," said Arthur. "Your sister," said Buster. Arthur fell down laughing. "Not funny," said DW. "Is too," said Arthur. "Well, I did my best," said Buster. "So long and good luck." Soon the bell rang. It was Muffy and Francine. "We came to cure you," said Muffy. "This lollipop will do it," said Francine. "Follow us." Hic, hic. "The key is to lick it while hanging upside down," said Francine. "It's an old family cure," said Muffy. "Works every time." Arthur hung from the swing for a long time. Muffy looked at her watch. "Just 1 more minute," she said. "Keep licking," said Francine. No one said a word. "I think they're gone," whispered DW. "Hic," said Arthur, louder than ever. Hic, hic. Arthur hiccuped through his homework. Hic, hic. He hiccuped while brushing his teeth. Hic, hic. Are you sure you don't want my help? Asked D.W. You can't help me, Arthur said. No one can. Hic, hic. Arthur was still hiccuping when he climbed into bed. Suddenly, something from under the bed grabbed his leg. Arthur screamed. D.W. laughed. I'll get you for this, D.W., yelled Arthur. D.W. laughed and laughed. Hey, said Arthur, they're gone. You scared my hiccups away. Thanks, D.W. But D.W. was laughing so hard, all she could say was, You're welcome. And now D.W. has the hiccups. So, what's your trick in trying to get rid of the hiccups? So, we will see you next time in the Reading Corner with Mrs. G. Look back for more great Arthur stories.